I moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago for acting, and
here are some things I wish somebody would have told me before. Acting and Los Angeles are both very expensive, but not just financially. Yes, financially, because acting is a business. So there's classes, there's headshots, uploading clips to Actors Access, the casting sites, and just a bunch of little things that you don't always think about right away. It's expensive time-wise, because yes, you have the craft of acting, which us actors, we do be loving what we do. So it's easy to want to spend like 10 hours every day on just the craft of acting and the Meisner and the method and the watching TV. I'm supposed to watch TV, I'm supposed to watch movies, I'm an actor, it's like part of the craft. But on top of that, you have the business side of acting, which is its own beast. All the content out there telling you about the business. You have the actual pursuit of the business side of things. So the constantly pitching yourself to get an agent, a manager, having to keep all of your casting profiles updated, updating your resume, and then, oh my God, a new credit came. So then you have to go in and update your resume again. And then you also have to upload this new resume to Actors Access, to Backstage, to casting networks. Oh, you just got new headshots? Okay, you have to upload them to every single platform. And you also have to pay $10 per image that you're uploading. Like, there's just so many little things in the business that you don't necessarily think about right away that are very time consuming and expensive. You also are probably gonna need some sort of side job so you can actually like afford to live here, because it's good luck paying less than $1,000 on rent in Los Angeles. And that's literally if you have roommates and a tiny space. It's a lot, but pursuing this business that takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and you also have to find some sort of way to make money that doesn't take up all your time and is still flexible in case you get an audition. But good luck getting a cushy paying 9-to-5 salary job, because you're not gonna actually ever be able to work 9 to 5 hours as an actor. So you're supposed to do all of these things that don't really make any sense, and it's kind of impossible to do all of them. So you just kind of have to adapt and figure it out. I don't even know how to put it into words, but I wish somebody would have told me that before. I wish somebody would have warned me about the empty promises in Los Angeles. Nowadays, I'm effing jaded. If anybody ever tells me they want me in their movie, whatever, I don't get attached. I'm just like, okay, here's my agent's number, send me the script. Cool. Casting directors would tell me that they believed in me, that I had the it factor. If you're watching this video and you're an actor, guarantee somebody in one of those positions has said that thing to you. I feel like we all have that person who's like, I can
see it in you, you're just gonna be a star.
And you know what? Take that, keep that to heart. I still remember it, so clearly it did something for me and it's keeping me going in some sense, but yeah, there's just a lot of empty promises out here. So smile, nod, say thank you when people offer you things, but you know, give them some sort of tangible action step, like here's my number, here's my email, whatever, and don't get too attached to it. If it feels legit, don't be afraid to follow up and stuff, but don't get too attached to it. Human beings are flaky, and they're extra effing flaky in LA. Number 3, people say things here like fully knowing they're not true. And I do it as well. That's how I know it's a thing. And I'm getting better with it because I'm aware of it now, but this kind of goes off of empty promises. But I feel like all of the time people are mentioning like events to me or like wanting to make plans together. And I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm constantly, yeah, like I'll consider it. Like, yeah, I'll check it out. Knowing dang well in my head that there's absolutely no way I'm going to that event or absolutely no way I'm hanging out with that person. But then also it's like, is it mean to say that to them? I don't know. Is that a Los Angeles thing or a life thing? Number 4, it constantly feels like you need to prove yourself. And you do. That's kind of the thing. It constantly feels like you're pitching yourself to others, putting your career in other people's hands on these auditions. And you do. And that's that. Number 5, it takes being in LA a while to start seeing any sort of progression in your career. For example, I've been here 2 years and I'm now getting to the point where it's like I'm working on set a lot and like I'll see the same person be like, the gaffer, oh my gosh, we worked on like this film together, and like I'm starting to really build a solid community out here, which that is really important in LA, is just kind of getting your face known amongst all different types of people in the industry, because there are no real rules. Yes, there are auditions and stuff, but half the time we already know they know who's getting the role before you even audition for it, like, to be honest, and that's just a reality. So having your face known by all these people, especially because things move so quick. I don't know if there's like an actress of my type who like last minute drops out of a movie and they're like, oh my gosh, does anybody know like a really good actress who's blonde and could be here like really soon? And then the gaffer is like, oh, you know what? I know this chick, Sophie. Then maybe they'll throw me on. Small things like that that have happened for me and like commercially and stuff like that. But It takes time to build your network out here. It takes time to get your face out there, and it takes time to really start seeing movement and progression in your career. And that's okay. That's okay. But also there's always a hidden gem. So maybe you will be that person who moves out here and books the series regular in a month. I don't know. That's part of the fun of the business too, is none of us actually know what we're doing or what we're talking about. Number 6, this one is really, really important. If you don't enjoy the journey and the pursuit of this career and this craft, you ain't gonna last. Because it's a journey and it's a constant pursuit. And I mean, I'm sure you know, you even hear the A-list actors talk about their slow seasons, and that's just being an actor. Like, it really does come in waves. Even I have some close friends out here who are series regulars who have done big movies on Netflix and Hulu and all of the things, and they're working at like an event company with me because they're having a slower season, you know? So it's just, it really is one of those careers where it comes in waves, and I don't know, that's a good metaphor for life too, but that just means that you have to enjoy the journey. You can't just live for those high moments when you're doing a movie or you're doing a show. Yes, that's awesome, but you can't just revolve your life around that. You also have to enjoy, you know, the side hustles you gotta do, enjoy the random social media ads you do to pay the bills. And then of course, just enjoy your life. Enjoy a cup of coffee, enjoy a call with your grandma. You know how it is. 7, you might be a working actor, but you might not be rich and famous. It's like common sense, but also a good reminder. You're a working actor and you still might not be able to fully pay your bills off of acting. And that's just the reality of it. Number 8, a lot of us actors, we're passionate, we're fiery, we like doing lots of things. And so for me, if I'm in a slow season, I'll start like working on a business, really making progress in this business. I'm like, okay, this could be my like main source of income on the side of acting. Like this could be something, and then an audition will pop up, and then 6 auditions will pop up, and then 3 commercials will pop up in 2 days, even though I haven't booked in a week, because that's how it is. It really is. There'll be nothing for a week, and then all of a sudden you're turning gigs down. It's a constant like start and stop, where it's like you feel like you have some downtime to like start on a new project, like dabble, and then it's like, haha, you thought you had time. Number 9, it's gonna feel like your career is out of your control and at the mercy of others' hands. And again, in a lot of ways it is. But ultimately as an actor, you are your business. You're the one who gets the ultimate yes and no, but it's true. A lot of your is in the hands of other people, and that's just something that we need to honestly just trust. Number 10, I wish somebody would have told me, no one's forcing you to be an actor. If you don't want to do this anymore, don't do it. If you don't want to do auditions, don't do them. You don't have to. There are a lot of actors, there are a lot of fiery people in LA who are genuinely passionate about this craft, and if you don't want to do it, don't. You know how it is. Sometimes we get in like busy seasons of life and like an audition will pop up and I'm like, oh my gosh, a freaking another one. I have to remind myself, Sophie, like you are very blessed to even have an audition. You don't have to do that audition if you don't want to. You don't even have to be an actor if you don't want to. So, and every time I say that to myself, I'm like, okay. It's been 15 minutes, so dubs. I'm tired.